Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 646. We are just a few short days away from the spookiest day of the year, and that's not tax season. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am, of course, Circuit Main. Of course, let me go ahead and introduce. Okay, so let's go ahead and introduce everybody here on the call. At least we are joined by Count Textalion.
I just bought Pwn.
DM21.
Get ready to pony up.
Zombie Toa.
Processors need AI data center.
Yeah, we're not even going to acknowledge that. And we're muting Toa for a moment for that. And we're also joined by Suki of the Taku Scented.
$9 billion nuclear reactors to power the data centers. There was actually a news story today about some apparently some $9 billion nuclear reactor project that I think is going on.
Oh god, I can't wait for this bubble to burst. I don't care if it takes
also,
everything
it was
with it.
to eat the data center since, zombie.
I know. I'm still can't wait for this bubble. Okay, we're not getting into this.
Yeah.
We appreciate creative people and people that actually put freaking effort into things. That is our stance. I'm just going to leave it there. All right. But yes, we're here to bring in the Brony community. And of course, we had a little bit of a surprise pop-up happen a couple of days ago, in fact. A survival horror, well, they call it friend slop, but they're trying to come up with a better term because, it's basically, let's see.
A multiplayer goof around game with friends.
Yeah, but there's got to be a better roll-off term for that.
Yeah, some people said that for a Lethal Company, and it's not like that. Well, half the time.
Well, I mean,
your friend group.
The whole idea is you get a group of friends together, and you're you basically are idiots, and you're wherever you're at. In this case, we're basically doing Pwn, which is a ponified version inspired by Lethal Company. And I say inspired because it doesn't quite fit the same bills, but it does have some of the. You can definitely see some of the inspirations behind it. Was released recently on early access, and because of that, I decided, you know what, perfect way to celebrate Halloween. Let's get into it. Of course, before we do all of that, we do have a time to warm up our vocal cords, a little bit of news, and all that fun stuff. And what better way than to immediately slide into that with some high step wubs. So I'd like to ask all of you once again, as we ask every week, what's up, bronies?
I went to a wedding on Saturday. Technically, it was a gay wedding, but it was still a wedding.
Wedding's a wedding. Two people getting together, spending much more money than they need to, and obviously somebody in the family is going to get drunk. I'd say
and return a ring that didn't turn out to last forever, and he wasted the money on it.
DM.
We're not going that far. Sometimes they're just getting drunk because it's free liquor. It's an open bar.
Yeah, but it was more. Here was the fun setup. It was a family affair. Very downsized. Was literally in the driveway of a family member with a tent set up, and it was basically a misty, rainy day all day. And so it was rather atmospheric for the time. And to my surprise, it's a bilingual marriage of one half English, one half Spanish, and I'm like, rock on.
Mm. Well,
love is love.
Love is love. Sounds good to me.
But otherwise, it was just a normal weekend for me. Second, I do know more about the bar chart, but I will talk about that in private. Because don't know if the information's been tweeted out about it.
No, it has not. Or if it has, it's not in any official channels. Anyway,
yeah, that's why I said.
Yeah, which is why we're going to immediately move on here, because I don't think that's something we can officially say anything about either. So, a little bit of what's up, Brony, going on with me. Had a little bit of fun over the weekend. I got to see the Chainsaw Man movie.
Ooh, how was that?
Oh,
it was actually the movie was good, but I decided to see it in a weird theater experience. It was supposed to be like 270 degrees theater, which I didn't know how they were going to pull this off. It's really interesting, and it feels gimmicky as all hell, but at the same time, it's not a bad gimmick like 3D glasses were, essentially. You still have the movie and everything going on in the middle, and then every once in a while, like during a big scene or during some event going on, like even the opening intro, the sides of the theater will light up with more imagery going on at the same time. So it's like you're seeing like super ultra widescreen out of nowhere for some things, and then it'll condense back down to a normal widescreen. And it just kind of it's during like more dramatic or intense moments that it does this. So it was really interesting. It is kind of cool. At the same time though, it feels a little bit on the gimmicky side of things, because you kind of like it. It's kind of fun to have that around atmosphere, but you can't focus like that. You have to keep your focus on the movie, especially if it's subtitled. It's just like, oh, look at all the fish that you can see on the side. Wait, what did they just say? It's like, no, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's why whenever I watched the Shin Kamen Rider movie, I was just focused on the screen and having to be like, I don't know what's going up above. I'm reading down below and like,
No, it's worse than that, man. I get your point, but no, it's worse than that. Imagine if Shin Kamen Rider, you actually saw Kamen Rider going from literally the back corner of the theater in a big wide arc while explosions were going down all the way in through the front and then around to the other back of the other corner of the theater.
One, awesome, but two, I see your point.
Fair enough. But yeah, it was still an awesome movie. I'm very, very glad I got to see it. I probably would have also done the same for one of the other anime series that recently had movies, but I haven't kept up with it. And it's literally a story beat movie, so it's like that's one of the things I'm loving and hating about the anime recently here in the US. It used to be that you could go to an anime movie even if you didn't exactly follow the series all that well, or you were behind, like sometimes with One Piece, or definitely with Dragon Ball Z, or you had the standalones like Ponyo and Ghibli and all that stuff. But now they actually have movies that are canon with the series, completely part of the storyline. So if you're not caught up on that series, going to the movie can get you so lost so fast. Yeah, Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. That's the one I was talking about. I think the movie actually came out last month. I could be wrong though. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I thought I heard that it came out last month, and that's why I realized, oh no, I can't do that. I can't see that. It's so cool though. I love it, but I hate it at the same time. It's like, oh crap, you got to actually keep up with this stuff now, which isn't bad. It's fun in its own right, and it's kind of cool that we're getting that kind of stuff now, where it's actually where you can actually enjoy the series more than just sitting down on a couch every once in a while and just gorge on it, like just catching like an entire 10-pack episode of One Piece or something like that.
Meanwhile, I'm just happy that there is an actual simul stream of Kamen Rider in the US now.
Oh, there's that too, yeah.
And it's weekly, and it's up to date, and it's just so damn good!
Anyway, that's kind of the wub that's going on with me at the moment. Right now, I'm just making preparations for Ciderfest, and I'm probably going to be prepping for a little bit of, I guess, kind of a personal vacation time during this coming weekend, but that's kind of on a need-to-know basis, as in I need to know and you don't. But maybe I'll talk a little bit about it the next week. I'll talk a little bit more about it in the next week. That's a whole nother thing. Anyway, so really quick, we did start rather late because we got caught up in a Jackbox thing that ended up going a little bit longer than expected, but it was still a lot of fun. But anybody else have any other quick wubs that they want to throw out there before we go ahead and rocket right onto our news? All right, that means we're moving on to the news. Let's go ahead and talk about pony conventions. So, we don't really have much to talk about because recently, I believe was it Calicon? It was one that just recently happened over in Germany.
Yeah, I believe it was Gala. Let me check the server there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm in that server, but I am in a couple that talk about that particular one here and there. No, maybe this. Yeah, PonyCon Holland. The PonyCon Holland happened recently, actually. Not Galacon, but PonyCon Holland just happened over in Holland, of course. It looks like they had a big blast, and they announced next year they're going to be happening from the 23rd to the 25th. So that is exciting and good times to happen. Along with now in the next 3.5 weeks, we are really getting real close to it. Ponyville Cider Fest 2025 is due to happen. They have been making announcements. Recently, they announced the musicians that are going to be showing up. They got quite a few musicians. They talked about some of the voice talent that's going to be there. The voice of Sunny Star Scout on the series, of course, and
nice.
Shining Armor are going to be there. That's really awesome.
And King Thorax, I believe, as well.
Oh yes, King Thorax was Thorax was also recently announced. And also, they also announced that they're doing a last minute sale on some of the badges if some people are still interested in going but haven't committed yet. So yeah, just something to throw out there. If you were interested in going, be sure to go into their socials, take a look at that. Because I mean, yeah, if you wanted to go anyway, good time to get some badges at the last possible second, right? Alright, so we got that going on with Ciderfest. We also recently got some update from Rave of the House of Bells. Literally right at our corner. I am so happy that they love us so much that they want to give us this information fresh from the tap. So yeah, Emma.
Emma's a good person. I enjoy her very much.
Absolutely. I do love Emma. Love her so much that we're going to open up this information in Blue Sky. But yes, as Emma recently posted, the Brave of the House of Bells recently announced their musical lineup for the 13th and the 14th. They have a little bit of everything. New artists, old artists, and all of them, a lot of them are planning special, actually they pretty much told us right here. Let's see. People who haven't performed in the Rave before, people performing for the very first time, and with some performers have already announced that they're going to be doing some very special sets for this. And in fact, one of the big things was, one performer, which we did not get any details who it is exactly, which is, you're going to have to guess for yourself. They're planning 6 different genres of music in a 60-minute frame.
So that's 10 minutes of one genre, and they have to transition in at least 5 times.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be wild. But yeah, I recognize some names
damn,
here.
that's wild.
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a great time. We of course are going to talk a lot more about this as we get closer, especially since it kind of falls in a lot. It's gonna be the next big convention thing outside of the holiday event that's happening in New York. All right, and with that we're gonna go ahead and talk about everything else that's happening. First off, apparently the pull of Pony is still quite strong in many different fun ways. The game realms in Burbank, California, are set to basically run an artist alley this November. They're going to have a Fighting Herds tournament and a full-on pony-themed artist alley, which will also include Sophie Scruggs, who is going to be guest artist there. And that is really cool.
Nice.
That is honestly really cool. You don't see stuff like this all that often. So
no, you don't.
Yeah, the fact that a lot of stores are starting to pick up on their own special events like this, and to get actual even pony artists involved in this is really exciting. I am so stoked. The only problem is I'm probably not going to know of anything that goes on here other than the fact that it's happening. So I'm at least going to get the word out for everybody. This is over in Burbank, California, of course. So if you are in that area, it might be a good time to check out. Or if you know how to get to that area on November the 16th, good time to check out as well. But yeah, we got that going on. Next, it's been a while since we talked about this one, but we're gonna do it anyway because I always find these animations to be hilarious one way or another. The My Little Pony movie. Of course, this is from Tamers once again. Trixie meets Twilight's parents and immediately regrets it.
Now, as always, we say this. We appreciate the art and the effort, but Tamers is an acquired taste, and you might not like what you see.
Basically, think early 2000s internet humor, every single part of it, all the everything from just gross weirdness to complete edginess, and sometimes some really poignant stuff too. It goes the gambit. It goes around. But at this point, if you don't know who Tamers is, I'd be really surprised. But just massive grain of salt if you do decide to check it out. It is definitely not to everyone's taste. I'm not saying everybody should watch it, but it is something to check out if you are not, if you can handle that kind of humor, because it can get really interesting and kind of funny. Yeah, even if it is pretty crass at times. Next on the list. Why is that in there twice? Okay. Oh, I think I know why. Okay. Actually, I know exactly why. No, I did this in a really weird way. All right. Merchandise for us. A Friendship is Magic Greatest Hits vinyl has been announced from the MLP Instagram, and this is due to release in just a week and a half on November the 7th. Now the funny thing about this is I started seeing people popping up for this on eBay. Scalpers were already showing this on eBay before I found out that this album was coming out, which is hilarious if you think about it.
Try to get that Brony money.
Nah, they're just trying to get any money.
It would have been awesome if they had a CD version, but
well, the thing is that the whole vinyl album thing is just what people have really been getting. Okay, there. Okay, I tried to find this. Let's just grab it here.
I get it. It's
People
one of
like
those things of it's a trendy thing that that newer generations are being like, wait, you could actually hold your music?
Well, yes, I don't know, but it's vinyl. I might actually pick it up myself. I haven't did a pre-order yet. I really should. But yes,
I'd buy that in a heartbeat if there's a CD of it.
Yeah, I think your better bet might be to burn your own CD of it. But yes, Friendship is Magic Greatest Hits vinyl, and it's up for pre-order right now. Some people thought that the song list was a little interesting. Of course, it starts off with the theme song, then Unleash the Magic, Open Up Your Eyes, Apples to the Core, Smile Song, Time to Be Awesome, Bab Seed, True True Friend, Cutie Marcus Telling Me, The Spectacle, Raise the Barn, Legend of Everfree, This Day Aria, Akateka, Laughter Song, We Got This Together.
You know what? That's not the weirdest.
It's not the weirdest, but it is a random. Then again, it's supposed to be the greatest hits. I just don't know how they determine these greatest hits. And then, you know...
YouTube?
If that's the case, why is This Day Aria so low?
They did not put it in order.
Yeah, maybe not in order.
Why do they have it in any order at all? I'm sorry, the whole YouTube argument just throws me off because, yes, if they got it off of YouTube, then they would. Then if they're lazy enough to just get it off of YouTube, why wouldn't they be lazy enough to put it in the exact order of the top hits to the 16th hit? Why would they mix it up like that?
That I can't tell you.
Exactly.
I just tell you why why the songs are there. I don't know the song logic because I agree with Creature. What the hell?
It's like you got ChatGPT to do it for you.
Actually, that's one thing somebody suggested, that they just threw it in ChatGPT, and who knows? Maybe they did. I mean, Akadeka doesn't seem like one that everybody... I've had to actually look this one up. I didn't know what Akadeka was, but...
Is it from there?
It's a friendship game. It's a friendship games. It's when the Wonder Bolts and Shadow
Bolts. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
Yeah. It's just so... It was so random and weird. It's just really strange, but I'm still probably going to get it the vinyl myself regardless, but that's still... It's just a weird listing.
And, yeah, I understand why Flawless is not on here.
I just want... No Flawless...
We're not Flawless.
I know. Personally, I love Flawless. I think it's a great song, but apparently some people have issues with it. I don't know. I'm just going
because it's tied to a controversial episode, that's why.
Maybe, but
because it was speaking truth.
Look, I'm just gonna throw up my hands on this and say whatever. It's a vinyl. Grab it if you want. I'm just here to report it. I don't know anything. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, but I do know one other thing that is going on. Okay, I know why this keeps happening, and I gotta stop doing that. So, the comics. This one I honestly did not see coming. But
it makes sense, though.
It doesn't. None of this makes sense. Don't tell me it makes sense. Boom Studios has announced that they picked up the G4 license for My Little Pony comics.
G4.
So yes, it's not early My Little Pony. It's not Generation 5. It's Generation 4. Apparently it looks like either IDW is no longer going to be doing the comics in any way, shape, or form, or they lost a license to Boom. I don't know.
They might have lost the license to Boom because
they might have.
Haven't seen any. It's possible.
It's possible, but the thing is, why is this interesting? Honestly, it's because of what Boom has been doing, and that's what's really been surprising me. I don't know about them too much outside what one person's mentioned, and then I'm like, oh yeah, they did do that, didn't they? But yes, they basically are responsible for the Power Ranger comics that have been going off really well.
Yes, I have a few issues myself.
And in addition to that, the writer of that made his own series with some tokusatsu themes, which you should also look up because good writer, Kyle Higgs, I believe.
But yes, just to get a little bit more actual information in on this, because I obviously want to report this properly, and I really got to get a new mouse on this. Oh dear world. So let's see, Boom Studios. We're doing this the right way.
I wonder how well IDW is doing financially, because last time
not so hot apparently. But I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
And Sonic will go to a new home again if the worst comes to worst.
Hey,
again.
We are not doomsayers. We do not wish that on anyone, Ricky Bobby.
I said if Toa.
We're just gonna hope for the best. Alright, but yes, just going through a couple of the comics here, trying to grab the ones that actually sound like something people might know of. Oh my god. No, wait, they have Bill and Ted, really?
Yes.
Okay. Bill and Ted, Big Trouble in Little China, Ben 10. I'm in the bees, can you tell? You know what, maybe this isn't the good way to do this. Clueless! Oh yeah, this is not the... Wait, they had a Cyanide and Happiness comic on there? That is actually kind of awesome.
Yeah, I believe they did.
Let's see. I think they basically got a lot of them. I don't... Oh, man. I am doing this horribly, and I am sorry. I'm sorry, I could have researched this better. But I do know that their comics have speak for themselves, and they have breathed some interesting life into series, and they tend to be a lot more grittier, a lot more edgier. They have a lot more atmosphere and intensity to their comics than you would normally get in like from IDW. So I don't know what to expect from G4. I highly doubt they're going to continue the story or even pick up from where the IDW comics were in the G4 series. I don't even know if they're going to be following the same canon. They could decide to go on their own route. Maybe they'll do something before the G4 series, before the G4 main six. In the time when Celestia was the only princess, or the time of the Pillars.
The Pillars.
Maybe
some of their adventures.
The opportunity here is we don't know, and it could be a great thing.
It could be a great thing. It could be just a note. Maybe we'll just get a few more comics that are pretty interesting, and that'll be the end of that. But there's a lot of good potential here. A lot of good possibility. So I'm excited, and I'm interested to see what they do with this. But what will happen, either case, I'm going to be here for it, and I am going to check it out to its fullest. Of course, at the moment, we know nothing. It is the same as G6, as Generation 6 of My Little Pony. We know nothing. Other than the fact that it is happening, and they announced that we're going to see things in 2026. But as for what we're going to see, what the stories are, synopses are, anything, I honestly couldn't tell you. And it's not wise to speculate like that. I am going to wonder how...
Yeah, we ended up driving each other nuts.
Well, less than driving each other nuts, it's just we would never have answers because we could guess, speculate, and project until the end of time, and oh dear,
you never know.
Oh dear, I just made my life very much more difficult, didn't I?
What did you do?
So I just realized I overwrote my template with actual show notes.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
It's all right.
No, sorry. Give me a second. I'm just doing a quick thing here. Apologies to everyone. The show notes that we currently have are being closed out because these aren't supposed to be the show notes. I'm just quickly switching them out. Whoops. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get back on track there. That's something that I'm gonna have to work on afterwards. Boom Studios. Wait. I know I'm so confused. Well, it's still a problem. This show is run by professional people. Can you tell?
We have been doing this for too goddamn long, and I love every minute of it.
I just don't know why I destroyed my own template. All right. Speaking of Tell Your Tell and speaking of My Little Pony, G5, and all that fun stuff. Well, G6 to be specific. It looks like the head writer for the My Little Pony Tell Your Tale series is currently in developing, helping to create Generation 6.
Which is good. They did good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you did a good job, you should be part of the new team.
Yep,
that's simple.
But yeah, Gretchen Mallory, who was head writer of Tell Your Tale, is going to be one of the main heads of Generation 6. I know that some people are probably going to be groaning and rolling their eyes immediately, but I would like them to think about what Tell Your Tale was able to accomplish before Hasbro shut it down, essentially. It did continue the story of G5 rather well. It really started to ramp things up. We had Allura come out. We had an interesting concept starting to show up. There was specials that were going to be coming out that were going to bring some really interesting lore and story. And Tell Your Tale really did give a lot more of what the series could have been instead of just trying to be a footnote for Generation 4. And I think there is a good potential that they're going to be able to bring some interesting creativity into G6.
Indeed.
Just need to have the executives not meddle with it.
But anyway, we're going to go. But yeah, that's something I wanted to announce out there. Be sure to check that out. We are going to talk more about that as it comes. And finally, at least in the way of news, the autumn and Halloween updates have released for Legends of Equestria, because it wouldn't be a Brony show without randomly talking about LOE out of nowhere.
CFC always shouts it out.
Yep. But yeah, see, the free run MMO has recently put up their update for Legends of Equestria. Of course, includes some balance changes, some new events going on, different character customizations, to accessories.
Can I interject for a minute?
Go ahead.
Sure.
Sonic is asking if you to post the Deviant Art link to the Sonic continuation comic in Discord, or where.
If it's Deviant Art and it's definitely art based, I would go with the Pix, the Pix Discord group.
Yeah, Horse Gallery.
And
okay,
yeah, the Sonic continuation thing, if it's fan run, then I'm like, If it's official, then I'm like, okay, are you reposting it?
No, I don't think it's official. It's
okay. It's not official. It sounds like I don't know. I'm not jumping. I'm just gonna say post it and leave your discretionary note. If it's official or not, it would be good if you advised on it. But we don't exactly delve into Sonic lore here, so I'm not going to start rewriting our entire our policies on that right now.
He just wants to share it.
I know.
Okay.
And I don't mind that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yep. Halloween update. Be sure to check it out, especially if you haven't been in LOE for a while. A little bit of fun there. And of course, as we mentioned before, we are going to be talking about different pony places that you can go to buy stuff, because holidays are coming up. And it's kind of hard to find some of these places in Etsy nowadays, so it's good to know where you can find some of your great pony creators and where you can get some cool stuff for the holidays, or maybe even for yourself. Starting off, we're going to make a mention of this one. We've talked about it before. We're talking about it again because it's going to be ending soon. It's going to be wrapping up at some point or another. The Ministry of Image, unfortunately, did announce that they, at some time ago, that they are probably not going to be continuing production of books. So what they have is what is left. But in the meantime, they still have quite a bit out there. So Princess Celestia Changeling Queen, Empty Horizons, the Fallout Equestria Special Edition, Alicorn Adventures.
I have the first 4 Fallout books. They're good.
But yeah, they have a lot of different books. You do have to kind of go through them, because some are gone. Time Loop Trilogy gone, Anthropology gone, Two Sides of Melody gone, Fallout Heroes gone. Sorry, it sucks.
Yeah, I was looking forward to the Enchanted Library. I guess not anymore.
Well, you can't get it from them. I think some other places might be hopefully
Maybe.
Publishing it, but
oh, that's surprising. They have a Past Sins still available.
Yep. So it is definitely something to check out, especially if you do love pony books. There are still some available, some not so much, but they are still here. They are still available for at least a little bit longer, and that's why I want to get the word out. So if you are interested at all in any way, I don't know, I might get the YMI Pinkie Pie and maybe Better Living if I haven't gotten that yet. I don't know if I do or not, and it looks awesome. But yeah, check it out, or at least get some bookmarks, because who doesn't like a good set of bookmarks? But that's one merch. But since we got a limited run of one merch, we're gonna go ahead and bring out another one. And this one came specially suggested. Oh, I hate this mouse. Somebody please, I need a new mouse. I really do. Baron Engel does amazing artwork. This actually came from Deathlight last week, after we were mentioning that we were going to start doing this, and he unfortunately isn't here this week. But Baron Engel does some amazing, well, pony and furry art. The thing is that sometimes you can buy this art when you go to a convention that he is there, but sometimes you can't. Or you want to be able to buy the art anyway for other reasons. And it does look like he actually puts his artwork up for sale here. I didn't even know this site existed. So, of course, some of you might know Baron Engel does
pretty damn cool.
Yeah, Baron Engel does some interesting art. You're not going to find the interesting stuff here, so you don't have to worry about that. But it does have some really good art, sometimes combining themes, of course, like Mob Psycho Twilight Sparkle.
That works way too well, goddamn.
You got the Mosh Pit Fluttershy here. Yeah. Magical Girl Sweetie Belle. But yeah, you got all sorts of art that it can be found here. And I wasn't sure if it was being updated or not, because some of these I have been around here for a while, but then I saw that the image is actually updated a few days ago, so it is something to check out. Absolutely worth checking out. You can see maybe get some old art that you thought was really cool, maybe some new stuff that you didn't know that he made. A lot of really great art, really great artists. So absolutely worth a look at, especially if you're a lover.
Oh, that's adorable, Gabby.
Yeah. I can't emphasize this enough. It is really awesome. I mean, look at that. How could you not? I would so go for that. I don't care if it is Imperial Forces Derpy with a Death Star. I mean, look at that.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun,
Right, moving on.
dun.
All right, moving on. And, of course, really? I thought I had... did my mouse do some funky things? Let's see. Book, parent, email. Oh, no. Okay. I'm just being silly. All right. Well, we also have plushie makers. I mean,
that's not a surprise.
It's not a surprise, but it's actually surprising how often people don't think about where you can get custom plushies until you need a custom plushie. And then it gets a little more difficult. So I'm going to bring the custom plushies to you guys, or at least let you know where they are in case you decide to think about it. Me Plush You, this was one that popped up in Equestria Daily with some recent plushie makes. Of course, as I mentioned, a lot of these are basically custom plushies.
Of course, there is a pattern just for sizing and whatnot, but yeah, a lot of that is a bit more tedium than some people want to deal with.
Yeah, but yeah, if you want to get a general idea, you can get an idea of what the plushies are, the different kinds I have going, everything from small to large. And even life-size ponies. And of course, with all of these, let's see. Well, Me Plus You, you'll have to go to their different things, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff to actually see the plushies, but you can get an idea what they're making and how awesome it is. I mean, who wouldn't want to spend $3,000 for something like that?
I mean, given all the time, effort, and stuff they have to deal with, yeah, 3,000 seems cheap.
Yeah.
So, my dog would tear that up in no time.
Probably.
Yeah, that's...
But yeah, that's Me Plus You. But there's also Purple Nebula, who also popped up into my peripheries while I was going through this. They also do custom pony plushies. And, of course, you can get all the information for that. You can also, I think they also just have general plushies that you can buy from them too here. Anyway, Oh yeah, adoption ready plushies. Yeah, the adoption readies, they already have some already available if you just want to grab and go. See, you got Sonic right there too. Look at that.
It all comes back around.
But yeah, plushies, you can. This one's a little bit nicer because tells you what the made to order price is, gives you a general idea of the sizing and the pricing as well. So yeah, if you want a nice life size Princess Pony plush, You can see what that.
Fluffy pony plushy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
Yeah, it's huge Flufflepuff. I would actually be tempted to grab a huge Flufflepuff. I mean, could you imagine having this thing around your house?
That is too puffy. That is far too puffy.
Oh.
There you go. This gives you a better idea. It's like the size of a medium dog. That is wild.
Fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows.
But yeah, it's a really cool thing to check out here, especially if you are curious about getting plushies. And some of them can be a little bit cheaper too. I mean, this is a pretty big size, and this is just what, $750? That is not bad at all.
750, wow.
Yeah. No, some of these are really, really good. But yeah, check it out. Check them both out, especially if you love plushies. We are going to talk about some more plushie makers in the near future as well. And with that, that is going to do it for the news. Now with that, it means it's time to go to our content creation. And that means that brings our challenge of the week. And I am so tired. Okay.
Pony drawing coming to a close soon, Circuit?
Yeah, the Pony Timber is almost done. We just have a few more days. It has been freaking exhausting because it feels like every time I'm not working on Pony Timber, I'm working on something else. And because I had to work on Pony Timber. And not that I didn't mind it, I enjoyed the challenge. It's just every time I kept trying to figure out a way to just let my creativity fly. I also decided to push myself in the creativity department, so I ended up driving myself mad. But anyway, we'll get to that in a moment here. We of course still have our challenge of the week, and our challenge of the week was Halloween party. But we also had a protest challenge that was initiated.
Oh, I don't know it because I wasn't around.
Right, you weren't.
Yeah.
But
I
then you were.
Then I was.
Yeah, you got in there just before I had to come up with something.
Indeed.
I did?
You did.
Oh, shoot, that's right, I did.
Yeah.
What was it?
That is a good question. What was it?
Open door.
Don't tell him.
This is part of the fun.
Oh, that's right. It was open door. I remember now because I said it because I had a joke that is written down on a note on my desk I need to make into a comic, and I haven't yet.
It's always fun to see if Cole will get it, even just with scrolling back through the announcements channel and reading the other announcements.
Yep. We do this because one, it's entertaining, and two, Cole gets a reminder reward of. Hey.
Sorry, I was thinking I was saving on time because we were running late for the show.
That's all right.
Now, is that your hair or is that your tail? Did you get flipped up right or upside down?
You know what? That's for the philosophers to decide on that one.
Meanwhile, I just come in going, and party time!
Yeah, this
it's like,
You're not supposed to give the door a swift kick.
This was literally a 30-minute quick draw that I drew up to try to get a prompt in while I was already burnt out and exhausted from trying to do my Ponytober prompt, which was, sorry, there goes a dramatic moment, which was this thing. This thing drove me, such exhausted bull. I hate this.
What? What? Why does the ant have a flower?
It's not an ant, it's a spider. And the joke is, remember the flower giving spider when the mod was being shown around Ponyville?
You mean the one with a diamond on its butt?
No.
Oh, the other one from Fluttershy.
Yes.
I need to rewatch an episode.
It was just it was a quick throwaway scene, just like these spiders don't really look vicious, but they're actually sweet and kind, and it just immediately gives a flower to Maud. Just like the really dumbest thing. But I figured it would be funny just to have Shining Armor use the same spider to give a flower to Cadence.
Will you marry me? Here's a spider handing a flower to you.
Not even a will you marry me. That's just a sweet romantic gesture.
I'm just joking.
Flower for you, milady.
But yeah, no, I don't know why, but just drawing these two out, making sure the figures were correct, and then trying to get it all together. And I redrew his damn chest 3 times. It was like God. Even now it's still God, but it was worse God. The neck is still bugging. Oh, there was so much that I wish I could go back and do this on, but I didn't have time.
The neck is bothering me a little, but
there's so much that's bothering me about this. But anyway, I might redraw this when Ponytober is all over, just to try to give this proper due. I thought it was a fun idea in all togetherness, but it just
it's good.
It's good for what I had, for basically trying to hammer it down while I had a bunch of crap going on. But Chaos Sakai also did throw some fun things out there. He threw this. We believe this is the beginning of his pony costume. This is the first two for Sombra.
oh, his mask turned upside down for a moment.
Thank you.
I know it's his mask. I'm just messing. I just wanted to. But yeah, no.
It's like, oh, it's a pony hoof. Oh, wow.
No, it's a Phantom of the Opera, which I can't help but feel like I'm being. I feel like I'm being trolled now after my whole tirade about Phantom of the Opera.
Even though it's technically universal.
We are not that. We are not talking about that.
It's in Chaos Sakai's MO.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's just Phantom of the Zombra.
Phantom of
Sombra. Yeah.
Phantom of the Zombra.
Phantom of the Sombra.
My tongue may need waking up if it's getting the Z's and S's mixed up.
Zombra. All right. And along with this, we also did receive a story from DM21. Was meant to be
2 or 3 evenings and a day.
It's not 10 pages long.
Yes, it is, but I've broken it up into parts.
That's fair.
Scene.
Well, we're running a little short on time, but I'll tell you what. We'll go ahead and do the first few paragraphs at least, and come back to this next week.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're also going... You know what? I'll go ahead and move this over here. This is also a entry from DM21, of course, from Vampire Ponies at the Party. Part 1.
Yeah, I combined 4 challenges into one from last week and this week's.
Nice.
Part 1. Vampire Bot opens new doors.
Toa, are you done in the change room yet?
Lumi said eagerly.
Every creature's waiting downstairs for us.
Luminous Wave, also known as Lumi, is a hippogriff. Tonight is a Brony Show Bar Halloween costume party. She decked out in strands of seaweed draped over her plastic fins and mer ponytail. She had a seashell bra that wasn't covering anything because she had nothing to cover, and a starfish in her red and yellow mane. Lumi walked over to the change room door and raised her voice.
Come on! Hurry up, you tin can! I don't want to miss out on the apple bobbing and the apple cinnamon cider. And the apple cinnamon cider circuit made.
Another voice.
Hello, Lumi.
Said a familiar voice spoke out from behind her. Lumi flew up to the ceiling in surprise. Why is that in quotation marks? I do not know. She hugged the ceiling, talons dug in, while shaking from her jump scare. She looked below to find a blue robot standing right up at her.
Toa!
Lumi said shakingly.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on creatures like that.
Apologies, Lumi. I was checking up on you to see if you are in need of assistance of getting dressed for the party. That is a tongue-tied thing. Yeah.
Yeah, the flow of that sentence is weird.
He explained in his robotic voice.
I kind of imagine it in the robot voice.
Yeah.
By the way, Lumi.
Lumi said as she unhinged. Wait.
Oh, by the way,
Lumi said as she unhinged her talons from the ceiling.
Where's your costume?
What do you mean?
The robot responded puzzlingly.
I am wearing it.
And scene.
And we'll deal with that later.
Well, definitely
might need to go through an editor, DM.
All right, yeah, you got, you know, you'll have a little bit of time to just give it a one pass over, maybe check for anything. But yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting startup so far on that.
Yeah.
Or set me as a commenter, and I'll give some quick notes.
Yeah, there you
I'll
go.
just DM you the direct link then.
All right. Okay, and with that, we do also have other entries. We're gonna jump right into Rainy, because Rainy had their birthday just a few days ago, in fact. And
Birthmas.
Their birthmas. They of course got plenty of birthday art. Absolutely love it. You got, of course, the celebration happy birthday. Then we got this awesome little piece.
Oh my.
Yep, soak it all in.
They got the blue steel look.
Are you sure that's not Magnum?
Maybe Magnum. It depends on how you feel.
And of course, we have Mercy Bat Pony, which was another gift provided. And of course, the question to how do you kiss short girls? Apparently, you use portal technology.
Ah, still
creative.
adorbs.
And along with that, I'm just doing a quick check here before I. All right. So, as I mentioned, I am still doing Ponytober. I still have a few more days left in that. And along with that, I did try doing a few different things to either challenge myself or just have some humor. One that I particularly liked here was Pinkie Pie literally crafting a cup of cocoa by chiseling away at a block of chocolate.
I mean, that's so in her wheelhouse.
Yeah. Next one, I actually was able to do wild manes, and I did one of the few things that you would never ever see with mild manes.
What?
I did an anthro version of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're not trying to be an MLP killer. They're just trying to do their own thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, yes and no. They're not going to kill MLP, but they are going to do their own things. And one other one I am particularly proud of, because this one, despite all of my objections to how much crap I have getting ponies into position, this felt like one of those moments where everything came together surprisingly well. Just Sakura an exploding pot.
Nice.
Yeah.
Quickly, how do I add you to CMC? How do I add you?
CMC can request to be an editor.
Yeah, we can do that later.
Yeah.
Which button I'm in?
Well, before we get into that, let's go ahead and get into our picker wheel. Because it's now time for our challenge for next week. I'd like to remind everybody, Halloween is almost over. This Friday will be the 31st. And then it officially rolls over. And then we have to deal with the time before the Christmas time. We used to call it Thanksgiving. Now it's just called the time before. Where we're basically trying our best not to drown ourselves in 2 weeks of Christmas. We just want to try to limit to one. But yes, we have Your Princess is Another Castle, the Tower of flower. Daylight savings can die. I see somebody's already had fun this weekend.
No, it's just because that's what we do it whenever we come back.
Ponies in space. Honestly, this daylight savings I'm okay with. An extra hour of sleep is beautiful.
But if it's killed, that's the time we normally would be.
Flight of the turkeys. I can't do that. Oh, that's an interesting one. The Black Cauldron.
Ooh, love that movie.
Honestly, it could have been.
Actually, had it on VHS.
It is cool. It could have been better, but I mean, it's just one of those things where too much interference, and they were trying really, really hard to beat Don Bluth.
Yeah, because they had frickin' Tim Burton and do concept art for it. Do you know how hard that man goes?
A lot. Yeah.
Very hard.
Falling asleep on the couch watching football. That is a prompt. Dumb luck. Ooh,
Do you know where that's from, Circuit?
A lot of things, but you're gonna have to be a little more specific on that case.
It's a Homestar Runner reference.
Oh yeah. Blackhorn. Grinder. Fun thing about Homestar Runner, whenever Strongbad is sleeping, every time he mutters in his sleep, it is always a video game. I think it's even a Super Nintendo game usually too. Just to give you a little bit of fun trivia. Alright, looks like we got a lot of good ones in here. We're just going to give it a quick moment so people can quickly do other things in the background real fast before we give it a rando and a spin. Because we love you. And we want to give you all the time in the world to make our lives interesting. Yay.
Okay, I'm going to post this backstage, and you're going to see what I mean, Circuit.
Let's see, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Oh yeah, no. Yeah. The falling asleep on the couch watching football bowl. Yeah. Completely gorge yourself on turkey and then fall asleep. Yeah. Absolutely love it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and randomize it. Let's give it a spin.
It's been.
I swear this stupid wheel just likes to mess with us, doesn't it? It's gotta be.
It wants us to have fun.
I guess. All right, so the challenge for next week is falling asleep on the couch watching football bowl. All right, since we already got the prompt, just to give people an idea what it's talking about here. It is an old.
Hey, it's serendipity. It's serendipity, Circuit.
But we also have the Protest Initiative Challenge. The Protest Initiative Challenge.
Cole, that's your cue.
Yes, the Protest Initiative Challenge is me not fucking muting my microphone. I'm sorry. No. The Protest Initiative Challenge this week is so that's a good question. What will it be? The color orange.
The color orange.
Yes.